Jermell Iron Man Charlo, he pulls out receipts. Jermell was scheduled to face Tim Tszyu in a few weeks and had to pull out due to a broken hand, and he has come out with medical records and a aggressive statement to his fans and to haters, including myself, who feel like he may have faked the injury. Blessed love and blessed day, old boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fire and this is Real Life Boxing. Before we get into the video, best double jab straight down the pipe with the left hook behind it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all new content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. Put the left hook behind it and share the video, please and thank you. Jermell Iron Man Charlo, who was scheduled to fight Tim Tszyu, the son of the legendary Costa Tszyu, in a few weeks. I believe it was on January 28th. He had to pull out of that fight due to a broken hand that happened in training camp this past weekend. He was sparring, said he landed the perfect right hand, and he knew right away. Jermell Charlo was 35-1-1, one loss, one draws, with 19 wins coming by vicious KO. We know that boy. He's something fierce with the KOs. 32 years old, 6 feet tall, undisputed at 154 pounds, the first ever in history with a 73-inch reach. Last two fights, Brian Castano by KO, Brian Castano by draw, and then Jason Rosario, who he K'd out in the era of COVID, in the era of us not having any fans at the fights. Jermell Charlo was still active during COVID, and he comes out with medical receipts. He comes out with a picture. He shows a picture of the hand before the cast is on it. Shows a picture of the hand with the cast on it, and has this message for his fans and for the haters. I wasn't hating, but I felt like the injury could have been faked, for a possible fight in the future with Terrence Crawford. Now, there's all types of speculations about this injury being fake because PBC didn't have the money. I heard somebody say earlier that Al, could have hit up Jermell and say, yo, this ain't the right time for this fight. Nobody's, the promotions is bad. Let me send you a bag and you just fake an injury, and then we're going to set something up in the future, but I'm going to send you a little bag to hold you down. Some people think that the injury was fake because PBC did not have the money to put up the show. Some people think that the injury is fake because the promotions have been poor and the fight is not making any noise. So there's just all types of different speculations on why he may have faked this injury. Me, I had my own scenario, and for me it was more of the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford situation, the way Bud been talking so much shit to Jermell, and Jermell, publicly, does not like it. He's been firing back at Bud. So I figured, hey, Bud just came off of a fight with Avanesian, and he's looking to get busy in a few months. So why not? Errol Spence clearly don't want to fight him, or the PBC don't want Errol to fight him. So how about Jermell get out of this fight, take some time off, go back into training camp, and we're going to set you up with Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, that was my scenario. But either way, Jermell Charlo has this to say: 37 fights in. Ain't never had to postpone shit. I'll never back out or down from any man. I'm king of 154 pounds. And I agree with him. He is king. This ain't no mental health issue. He's coming at all the guys who've been pulling out of fights due to mental health. Ryan Garcia, Adrian Broner, just to name a few. Teofimo Lopez, I believe. This ain't no mental health issue. This ain't no sling you can buy at a pharmacy like Castano did. So you remember in the second fight with Castano had to take some time because he had an injury as well, and Jermell said fake sling. Actually, Castano tweeted at Jermell when he found out that the hand was broken, and he said he wanted receipts because he didn't believe Jermell Charlo, and Jermell Charlo came out with the receipts. But like I said, he said this ain't no mental health issue. This ain't no sling you can buy at a pharmacy like Castano did. I'ma bounce back and give my supporters 2 fights this year. Stay tuned. And I'm gonna read it again. 37 fights in. Ain't never had to postpone shit. I'll never back out or down from any man. I'm king of 154. This ain't no mental health issue. This ain't no sling you can buy at a pharmacy like Castano did. I'ma bounce back and give my supporters 2 fights this year. Stay tuned. And I like it from Jermell Charlo. Obviously, he's gonna be out. The report says that he has to wear the sling the cast for 2 months, and he has like a half cast, well, a full cast, but half on his hand. He has to wear the cast for 2 months, and it's gonna be some time because he has to he has to wear the cast for 2 months, and then when he gets it off, he's gonna start more than likely physical therapy. But just for him, when he does get cleared to be able to throw the right hand again against something that's solid, it's still gonna take him a little bit of time to build the confidence back in throwing that right hand, because I deal with hand injuries every day in the gym. Different fighters, different type of hand injuries, different pains in different places. These fighters go into the hospital like 1 time a week to check out the hand, because you have to know if something's wrong with it, if it's broken, or when it's broken, you can probably tell when it's broken. Now, if there's like main bones in the hand that's broken, you can sometimes tell. Sometimes there may be some little bones in there that's broken, and that might be like some type of weird pain that's not excruciating but hurts maybe every time you do something. So yeah, those type of stuff, like you gotta go get them checked out to make sure exactly what is wrong with the hand. And then sometimes the doctor will just tell you, hey, just rest it, just don't do anything with it, just don't hit anything, just rest it, just rest the hand. So I see hand injuries every day in the gym. Clearly in the picture you can see that his hand is swollen, and as soon as I saw the picture this morning, I already knew his face says it all. You know how Jermell is, and he in that picture, he just looks like he's not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? He just looks very disappointed, kind of very down. So shout out to Jermell Charlo, because like I said, I was never taking that type of shot at Jermell Charlo like he's pulling out because he's scared, or even if PBC didn't have the money. My thing was just playing into the whole Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence scenario that's going around right now, because I really do think that we could see Jermell Charlo versus Terrence Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? I asked one of the fighters in the gym today, what he thought about Errol Spence, because Errol Spence got to let go of them belts or fight somebody, and he said, I think Errol and Bud are just going to end up seeing each other at 154. But I don't know about that, because if Errol is not a belt holder at 54, then there ain't really no reason for Bud to go up there and fight him. You know what I'm saying? Unless they say, fight Errol Spence at 54, and then you can get Jermell. That's if even Jermell's undisputed by then, because by those times, he may relinquish belts due to mandatories or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know, like, what's gonna happen in the situation. But shout out to Jermell Iron Man Charlo. Definitely glad that he's getting good spirits, and he says that he's still gonna fight 2 times this year. So like I said, with the recovery process, we're right in January, so it's probably gonna take him a good 4, 5, 6 months before he's ready to be throwing that hand again. So he probably sees himself fighting in about June. You know what I'm saying? 2 months with the cast off, that will leave him sometime in late February, and then a few months of physical therapy. And then while he's doing the physical therapy, during the physical therapy, the doctor might okay him to be able to hit solid shit. So then he has to get the confidence back in just throwing the punch. You know what I'm saying? He has to get the confidence back and letting his hands go, because once you injure that, a lot with the right hand, you know what I'm saying? Once you injure that hand, people get scared to throw it. You know what I'm saying? They start getting hesitant to throw it. They think, it might break again, or, they're feeling that pain again. So, he might just get hesitant to throw it. So it's definitely going to be a process. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be a process for Jermell to get his confidence back in throwing that shot. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he has to go through the time to heal it. Then the doctor has to clear him to be able to hit something that's solid again. And then he has to build back the confidence in throwing that shot. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, good to see Mel in positive spirits, and says, I'm king at 154, ain't never duck no man, ain't never, drop no fight. So you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Mel says I am fighting 2 times this year, and I want you guys to stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going down, and I'm not going nowhere. I'm still king at 154. So You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting your fight and protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's Coach Fire. This is Real Life Boxing.